Hi, I'm Louisa Shafia on ehow.com. Today I'm going to be making chicken kebabs. So for these kebabs, I've chosen some farm fresh chicken. This is pasture raised chicken. It's really good and fresh and full of nutrients. And I'm going to make it with a Persian spice. Now, my dad is from Iran, so I'm very familiar with Persian flavors. And it's also the birthplace of kebabs, so I think I have kebabs in my blood. So this marinade is very, very Persian. It starts out with some yogurt, which is just a little bit sour. It gets some lime juice, which is very, very sour. Lime is a wonderful way to get a sour flavor into your food. So even though this marinade is going to be really sour, at the end, after the chicken marinates in here, it's just going to have a very mild sour taste, but it's going to taste rich, and the sourness will really balance with the fattiness of the chicken to give it a very rich flavor. Okay, so I've got plenty of lime juice in here. That's the juice of about 2 limes. Now I have some garlic cloves that I just crushed. I'm going to throw those in whole. You don't need to cut those up, because this is all going to get blended. I'm going to put some olive oil in here, good amount. I'm going to put some turmeric. Now, I'm just going to put a little dash of this because it's very strong and bitter, but it's going to give this marinade a very nice yellow color. So just a dash of that. A little bit of cumin. This is some ground cumin. Maybe about twice as much turmeric as that you're going to put in. A little bit of salt. And some pepper. So already this is starting to smell really good. Okay, I'm going to blend this up until it's smooth. Okay, my marinade looks nice and smooth. So I'm going to take my chicken pieces, put them in this large bowl. You can either cut these yourself or you can get your butcher to cut them up for you. I'm going to pour my marinade over the chicken. Got plenty of this nice marinade. You can see it's very smooth after it was in the blender. Okay, so I'm just going to toss my chicken pieces in here. Make sure they're really well coated with this marinade. And then what you want to do is let these chicken pieces marinate for at least 2 hours to soak up the flavor, or overnight. And you're going to want to let them marinate in the fridge. Okay, so just to show you what we're doing here, I'm going to skewer these right away with these lovely long metal skewers. And what you want to do when you make kebabs is you want to space the meat or chicken or whatever you're using. You want to space it out a little bit on the skewer. So you have maybe about 1/4 inch between pieces. I'm laying my skewers down on this lightly oiled baking sheet. And if you wanted to do this without skewers in the broiler, that would be just fine. You would just put them on a roasting pan, an oiled roasting pan. If you want to skip the whole skewer aspect of this, you could also do this on a grill. It's really wonderful to make kebabs on a grill. That's sort of the original, real way to do them. But you can do them in a broiler any time of year. Now that I have my chicken pieces on my skewers, I'm going to broil these kebabs in a hot oven for about 10 minutes. I want them to be nice and brown and charred, and I'll turn them over once while they cook. These kebabs just came out of the oven, and they are nice and charred and golden brown, so these are ready to eat. You want to eat these as soon as they come out of the oven. So I'm going to pick up my hot skewers with a towel, and I'm going to lay them on this bed of rice that I made earlier. I'm just going to pull off my chicken pieces with a fork. You don't want to touch the skewer because it's quite hot. And so I'm serving these kebabs with some lime wedges I'm gonna put a big dollop of yogurt on the side. This is very traditional with a kebab. You definitely want to have some yogurt on there. It gives a nice tangy flavor, a nice counterpoint to the richness of the chicken. I'm gonna put a few beautiful cilantro leaves on here. This is for color, and it's always nice to have a fresh herb on your plate. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Lastly, this is one of my favorite ingredients. This is dried ground sumac. So I'm just gonna finish off these kebabs with some of this sumac. Now I like to be generous with it. One, because it tastes great, and two, because it looks beautiful. This is really a perfect garnish, and it really adds to the flavors. These are real Persian chicken kebabs. I can't wait to dig into these. Thanks for joining me. I'm Louisa Shafia for ehow.com.